Hey guys, so this is a new lecture. Before we actually may go into developing a big project, we need to learn some key things. All right. So this concept is sessions. So what are sessions? So sessions store some data. So depending on the time of the user interaction with the website. So if you speak about an example, like if you take Gmail, so to do any operation on Gmail, mostly you need a password and you need user authentication mainly. All right, to access the inbox, to read an email, to send an email, to delete any, discard any drafts that you already have in the email. You need to have a user authentication for it. All right, so but every time you actually do that operation, you don't actually give any password or username for that. You only do it one time. Why? Because the session variables store your details so that you don't have to do it multiple times. And even if it asks multiple times, it gives the server much load to actually deal with. So in this in this class, we are going to learn about the sessions. So how do we actually do it? So just one thing, import session pack module here. And what are we going to do is we're going to use this session here. So what we're going to do in our session is we're going to show the first username that we have. So come down here, say session, and give it a name, username. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out the first employee, 0, and what is it? It's the name. All right. So here we have the session set to the username. All right. I'm going to show it in the one key thing is once you set the session here, you can use it any way you want. All right. But setting it here because the cursor will get the data from here, but you can actually use it any way you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, get to the index.html, and I'm going to use it here. All right. Just a minute. I need to put it inside the Zinza template format. All right. So what else we need to do? We need to set the secret key. Why? Because session variables hold the critical data of the user. All right. So if you don't set a secret key, anybody who accesses a website who has basic knowledge on how to hack will eventually get the data. So you need to set a secret key. And also one thing is important is that secret key must be somewhat difficult to guess. All right. So what I'm going to do is app.config, and it is secret_key. So to make it tough to guess, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import OS, and I'm going to use this os.urandom of 24. So this will help me to get a random string. All right. So let's check it out. What happens? So I'm actually going to run the server, python app.py. I'm going here. So first we need to go to local/employee so that the session variable is set, because we have written in the employees part. I'm refreshing it. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to the, now you can see the first thing is set John. In this way we can actually set session variables and use it for our use. All right. Session variables are key for website maintenance because you need to deal with a lot of stuff that the user performs. All right. Whenever he accesses some data, whether he posts some data, you need to have user authentication performed for some kind of operations on your website. All right. To do all of them, you need to set sessions, unless we have a server that doesn't do much of work but handling user data. All right. Thank you. Let's get to the next lecture.